Hey, welcome to this course. In this course, I'll be teaching you 3 steps to create and design your very own incremental game. Alright, this is step 1. If you already did Circuits 103, then you should be familiar with this. We're going to be taking a recap on how to create your basic system of an incremental game. Alright, let's get started. For this course, the theme is going to be about creating lattes and holding a coffee shop. In front of you, you'll already notice that there is a button and a text gadget. Let's first start by taking out our maker pen. Open your watch, go to backpack, and press use on maker pen. Great! Press next when you're ready for the next step. Hey there again! Alright, welcome to the second video of this course. Here, I'm going to be showing you how to create your very own room currency, room consumables, and what are some good practices when using them. As a disclaimer, you will not be able to follow along in this tutorial and do it on your own, unfortunately, since This setup only works when you are a room owner or a room co-owner. But you are free to try this in your own room if you want. The first thing you're going to want to do is open your watch. Then go to this room. And then click the Settings tab. From there, look for the Currencies tab and select it. Click Next when you're ready to continue. Alright, just making some lattes. Oh hey, how's it going? Welcome to the third video of this course. Here, we're going to learn how to mix what you learned in step 1 and 2 together to create a complete incremental game, just like the one I'm doing right now, where I can make lattes and I can hire goblin employees if I want to. Alright. Let's get started. Alright, if you've done what I taught you in step 1, and you've also created consumables as I shown in step 2 and your currency, then you're good to go for now. Now this tutorial is mainly going to be teaching you how to use the incremental game kit invention that I created that will be on this link button right here, right next to the screen that you're watching right now. When you spawn this invention, it should look a bit like this, except the sprites that were created are not going to be a part of it. They are a different invention you'll be able to find as well after this course is over. The first thing you're going to want to do is you'll want to configure a couple of things just to make sure everything works fine. You'll want to make sure that any events that says undefined events say whatever your variable for your currency is and then changed. So in this case, it's lattes changed. To configure, you open your MakerPen menu, go to Tools, and select Configure. Then you click on it, click Chip Settings, select the event, and find the event that corresponds to your variable's name with changed right after. Do that for all of them that I say with the common chip that needs to be configured. For this one, it needs to be configured to time changed, which is an event that will be available by spawning this invention, and I'll explain later why. A couple more comments. Over here, you can change the second value on the added chip to the value each consumable should grant. I'll go over that in a bit. And the consumables, we'll be configuring them to what our consumables should be in the end. The first thing we need to know is how to make the auto-click system work. And by that, we're updating once every second. To do this, it's the 3-chip system right up here that does it. This system will update your auto-click variable once per second. We use an update 30 Hz event receiver, which fires constantly, with a time get unsynced universal seconds chip. We connect that to our time variable. And what this means is every time this number changes, which is once per second, this time changed event will be firing, and thus we'll be updating our variable once per second. We're updating it to support the autoclicks variable that we made. So in the end, with this invention, whatever is in autoclicks is added on top of what your lattes count is every second. If this is 0, then nothing should happen. Your variable should remain normal. As soon as your lattes changes, the lattes changed event will fire, which will add a currency using the add currency chip. which will be the same amount as your latte's variable. One more thing about the add currency chip. You may get an error when you're trying to give a currency. Make sure you configure the chip and select the currency. In this case, let's select lattes and make sure. If you spawn this invention, feel free to rename the latte's variable to something else and change the event to mesh. After we add a currency, we run through a text set text chip, which in this case you can connect any text gadgets using the connect tool to the target. In this case, it is this one over here. This text that I renamed latte is connected and is being set. And again, as we learned in step 2, and again as we learned in step 1, we have our toString that converts our number of lattes into a text, and then we then set it to our text. Press next when you're ready to continue.
Welcome to Creation 101, the first course in Creator Academy. Today, you're going to get a quick taste of what it's like to use the Maker Pen and learn a little bit about circuits in Rec Room. In fact, all of Creator Academy is made with the tools you'll learn as you progress through ever more advanced courses. As you see before you, we use TVs to teach lessons. There are a few controls below like rewind, next, and play pause. Sometimes the TV will do something like this. When the curtains fall, we're usually giving you a pause to do a task with your Maker Pen. In order to continue your lesson, you'll need to hit the next button on the TV. Go ahead and try it now. Great job! You're ready for your first lesson. Proceed down the hall to the next TV.